Good evening, everybody. It is Sunday, February 4th. I'm Nathan. He's Ben. It's time for the DGen podcast. And have you ever just had one of those weeks where you were just like, screw it? Screw it all. Well, we found out before we came on podcast, this microphone is right now a glorified prop because the port on it is broke, busted.
He's having a great week, folks.
And we found out later on that there was a certain superstar, we're not going to name names, who won a Royal Rumble, who seemingly either gave up his shot or that is challenging, honestly, for the wrong title to finish his story, making his entire past 2-3 years a moot point.
You mean Cody Rhodes?
Yeah. Yeah. So we've just decided, flat out, to cancel this week's podcast and replace it with Rantomania, which, I mean, I know you put up on TikTok and on YouTube your reaction to things.
I think we will still mention our match of the week.
Absolutely, we will.
Because that's something that we're keeping track of, but yeah.
It's DIY versus Judgment Day. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic match.
Really all we need to say about it.
All the way through. Watch it.
We're going to.
Watch it. But, okay, here's the thing. I know you posted your rant on this, mainly focusing around The Rock. If you haven't seen his rant, like me, go watch it, because we're going to be covering a lot of stuff here. Again, he records a rant. I am off doing a play. That play is Elizabeth Rex. It's at the Goddard Little Theater. Go see it if you can.
Shameless plug?
Shameless plug. Because why the hell not? The WWE has been so shameless, so I thought, why not throw a plug in? Hashtag Lord Robert Cecil for life. So, why are you looking at me like that?
It's just so stupid.
Okay, if you don't like my hashtags.
Oh, I meant the plug.
Oh. Well, plug need to be there. Speaking of which, Cody Rhodes. So, here's my problem. For 1 year, when WrestleMania 39 happened, and Cody Rhodes did not win.
Yeah.
We were told, essentially, let the story cook. There's more dimensions to it.
Yeah.
Now, I know you and I have different feelings on this, but for me, Cody Rhodes has floundered for the last year. He's been in feuds with Judgment Day, sure. He's been in feuds with Shinsuke Nakamura,
Lesnar,
sure. Brock Lesnar, sure. But when you look at Cody Rhodes and what he has done, would every feud he's done been enhanced by the belt? I would argue yes.
Yeah.
Every feud. And the fact that he does not have the belt and that you're not putting much into the stock of, quote-unquote, the story with every feud that he's done has kind of made it seem like you had nothing for him to really do from the night after WrestleMania to the Rumble.
Everything he was doing was to get back to the Rumble, to win the Rumble, to challenge Reigns.
And what is unfortunate now is, now he gets the Rumble. Now there's no challenge for Reigns. Which means we've had a year that has been wasted in the prime of Cody Rhodes' career.
Yeah, and he looked absolutely dejected making the announcement.
Well, so dejected that WWE tried to remove it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I know I've said this to you, I'm going to say it to them. Last Friday, I didn't see Cody Rhodes for the first time in his WWE career. I did not see Cody Rhodes. I saw Cody Reynolds. And I saw Cody Reynolds who looked absolutely pissed. Yeah. Absolutely devastated. And he's got every right to be.
Absolutely.
If Honestly, if it were me and if I were Cody Rhodes, I'd be doing one of two things. Both of them are very unprofessional, but as far as I'm concerned, they were very unprofessional with me. I'd be going in and I'd be going to Ari Emanuel and saying, hey, whatever you're paying Dwayne for WrestleMania, I want that plus a penny per appearance. Because that's my spot that you stole. And from the more we find out about what went on backstage,
Yeah.
it's a thievery on the level of CM Punk, dude.
Yeah.
Except you're not fucking the fans over, you're fucking over the locker room, and that's worse. Like, say what you want about Punk's outbursts. The only people who really suffered were the fans, Tony Khan, and himself, and those who did not like him. The Rock pushes for The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, gets what he wants. Not only is Cody impacted, but the entire locker room is dejected.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much you like Cody or not. They are dejected, like we're back to the later stages of the Vince McMahon reign.
Some of the wrestlers have spoken out about the whole hashtag We Want Cody thing.
Including Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Actually, hang on a second.
Ricochet.
You go ahead. I realized what I said. Yeah. Hang on a second.
So, Logan Paul, Ricochet, even Sid Vicious has spoken out. Matt Cardona has tweeted out. Matt Cardona called it out in a promo. There's so much wrong with this that as a fan, it just seems wrong. Now, Nathan, as you know, is a big Logan Paul fan.
I'm a huge Logan Paul fan.
To the point that he went out. He got Prime. This is his 100th Prime that he's drank, and he wanted to share it with you.
You know, it tastes like a dream. And it's poetic that it does. Because when you have Logan Paul coming out and tweeting the hashtag We Want Cody. Logan Paul, who is supposed to be one of the biggest douches on the planet, you got a problem. And the sad thing is, you're screwing over the locker room, and you're screwing over, over 500,000 fans?
Yeah.
Over 500,000 fans as of now.
500,000 dislikes on YouTube.
For the Rock's return. The hashtag We Want Cody. I don't know. Like I say, if it were me and I were Cody Rhodes, I'd be holding them up for money for every appearance.
Yeah.
That I make from now until when I actually get my shot at the championship. And even now, I'm sorry, I know you were optimistic. I know you were very much, we can make this happen a la Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I'm hoping
30.
we can.
The problem that I see is you need dominoes to fall for that to happen. Like it or not, the reason that Daniel Bryan happened was A, yes, because of the fans, but B, because CM Punk quit. Are you going to have something of that domino where something else falls that causes WWE to panic and pivot? Are you going to have Superstar stage a walkout so that WWE can panic and pivot? Who knows? But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think this time, with what I know, that it's going to happen, which is a real shame. And
no, that main event, if it does go on, it's going to be booed all to hell.
I'm hoping they don't even boo it. I'm hoping they either A, don't react,
walk out,
B, walk out, C, demand refunds.
Yeah.
For something like this, I would argue it's not it's not so much fan backlash that would concern them.
No.
It would be
Sponsor backlash.
It would be sponsor backlash would, but I don't think sponsor backlash is going to go against Dwayne Johnson.
I mean, if they see that the fans aren't into it, there's a pretty good chance.
It's Dwayne Johnson. That's the problem. Dwayne Johnson has a lot of casual appeal.
He does, but it means nothing if the fans don't want to see it.
I still don't think with sponsorship. I think you need a showing. I think you need a showing by arena going fans. I think you need a showing in the media. I think you need just play every domino that we can. That this is not okay. This is a slight against Cody Rhodes. It is a slight against wrestling fans. And you don't have to take it. Because you know where the story could have gone and should have gone.
Yeah.
And where everything was leading to. And now it's being held hostage because of somebody's ego when realistically it should have ended over a year ago. And even then, let's say you go on with your plan, Rock Roman. Is it for the title?
That's what they're saying.
If it's for the title, what's the point in having it? You know Roman's going to win.
Yeah.
If it's not for the title, what's the point in that?
Rock is pushing to win the match too.
So what? You take out Roman, replace him with Rock, and you got another year of bloodline with Heel Rock. Basically. Heel Rock's not going to show up.
No.
Dwayne Johnson is one of the hardest working men in Hollywood.
Yeah, no. We want our belt back on somebody who shows up.
Yep.
We want our belt back on somebody who does the work.
Yep. And like him or not, Cody Rhodes has shown that he will do the work.
Yeah.
He showed that this time last year when we want Sami. Oh, I still want Sami Zayn. I'm not going to lie. But to do something like this and pretty well abandon a year-long story for something that could have carried the WWE for the next 4 years, 5 years. Cody's 38.
Yeah.
It just seems incredibly short-sighted, incredibly egotistical, and I'm upset in this day and age it wasn't at least attempted to be put into check.
Yeah, and what's even a bit more ridiculous is Cody challenging Rollins for the title that Cody doesn't want. He stated he doesn't care about that title. Sorry, but that title is not the title that Cody wants. Yep. It's not the title that we want Cody to have.
No.
But they're saying if Cody goes for Rollins, Cody beats Rollins, gets that title, then he challenges the winner of Reigns Rock to unify the championships. What was the point of creating that championship for Rollins, for the Monday Night Raw, to have a World Heavyweight Champion, to have a champion that works and comes in? What was the point? Just to dissolve the belt? They've effectively made that belt mean nothing.
Yeah.
As much as Seth Rollins has put into it, they've taken it all away.
Do you want to go off on Rollins right now?
No.
So Seth Rollins has made that belt mean something.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins has made that belt viable. Doesn't matter that it's not the one that Cody wants. If your plan is to go through and unify the belts at SummerSlam, or whatever you're going to do it, I say SummerSlam because that's the one I've heard the most.
Yeah, SummerSlam or Saudi.
Yeah.
Are the two mentions.
Number one, okay, so you're just admitting that WrestleMania means nothing anymore if you do it in Saudi?
Yeah.
And number two, SummerSlam no offense, that's too long.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to sit for 4 months and not have, Roman Reigns or The Rock, whoever, defend that belt or not defend that belt for freaking months. It's ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. And honestly, I don't know if it's The Rock. I don't know if it's the Anoa'i family. I don't know if it's Ari Emanuel being too hands off for his own good. But something has got to change. Otherwise, those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. I think that's the fundamental crux of the video that you sent out.
Yeah, basically.
It sucks. It's terrible to hear as a wrestling fan. It's terrible to view. It's terrible to watch.
Yeah.
You've effectively killed the road to WrestleMania.
You killed the story.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if Cody faces Reigns at Chamber and wins. It doesn't matter if Cody faces him at SummerSlam or Rock at SummerSlam and wins. The story has been being told to WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania 40 is the story. The WWE Undisputed is the title, and Cody Rhodes is the guy for that spot.
Yeah. 1000%. I can't believe you take somebody in the prime of his career and waste him the same way that Cody Rhodes has been wasted.
I can't believe he made that punt.
I had to. But I think that's it, unless you got anything you want to say.
All I can.
Yeah. So that's all from us this week. I know it's short, but I don't care. WWE doesn't care. Why should I? The wrestling landscape as a whole has been brought together in a sea of rage. And honestly, I don't think it's going to climb out of it.
Yeah.
With that said, we hope to see you next week with something a hell of a lot better than this.
Absolutely.
With that being said, thank you. Goodbye. And fuck you, Roman.